Video today, and today we are going to be tracking down the winter storms and everything that's going on in the United States right now. So pretty much you can see right now we have got some warnings. Pretty much, we got some warnings. Um, Watches everywhere for Texas, Oklahoma, parts of Oklahoma, Tennessee, Kentucky, and up into the north. And we do have a new developing system that we could potentially see grow into a big one and cause more snow fall and more inches than this snowstorm. So, no further ado, let's get started. So, as you guys can see, this is our snowstorm that will be watching, and it could potentially be forming into a snowstorm within the next probably less than 3 days, probably more than likely. And you see warnings, watches up for the north in Texas, Oklahoma. If you live in here, I know you guys are sick and tired of rain. It's been raining like a whole bunch. I'm done with rain. So let's go on the tropical tidbits and look at some the jet stream on the Euro. So I'm just go back. So the jet stream, I'm gonna explain it a little bit real fast. The jet stream is pretty much to steer all your thunderstorms, your winter storms, your snowstorms, your rains, like pretty much everything. And that's part of the reason why you see when hurricanes take this track right here, or even in here, they bounce off into sea because the jet stream will push them away. So, this is the 11th, 13th. So this is as of right now. So you can see, it takes a big path, doing a little swiveling. So pretty much there's not that much with it. It kind of just takes a big bobby bob. So we're gonna go look at the GFS. I just want to show that guys to you real fast to see. And we're gonna go to right here. Alright. We're gonna go to. Alright, this is 15th. Right here. As you can see, 15th, snowstorm. Now, as you do realize, as we do get on to, as the snowstorm begins to progress and get bigger and go on, right here, you do see a bunch of sleet, rain, and freezing rain. That is due to this side of this, the side of this storm towards Florida and South Carolina is warmer, and then you're looking at the back side of the storm, it's cooler. So that's the reason why you're seeing a lot of sleet. But as you do realize, it does get to the north as it goes on to the north. Now you're talking about less sleet, but you do realize part of the storm does start to shrink because of the warm air. So you realize there's no rain basically with this. It's all offshore. Maybe just a little bit right here into Georgia and parts of Georgia and all that. And so, and as you go on, bigger rain comes in. East of Stormway. To Virginia, you won't be seeing. It all depends. It probably forecasted because 16th is only 3 days away. And parts of the north, you guys will be starting off with snow and working your way into sleet and snow. And then parts of it, some rain, sleet, and snow. And then you'll finish off mostly with rain by the noon hour, around 6. So, and then that storm's over. We ain't gonna worry about that. After that, 16th. Then right here, this snowstorm right here is going to be the one we gotta watch because it is going to progress and get bigger, and this will be cause a lot more snow. It will stay on top of Oklahoma for, I believe, a good day and a half, which will cause some Texas. You guys might be missing out the storm, parts of Texas, but as you realize, it progresses to get bigger as it goes on into the north. And as you see with the storm, you got some sleet and rain in parts of Virginia. You guys, with the last, at this point, with the last snowstorm that was probably going to be happening in 3 days now, you see where the rain was up to here. And Washington, D.C., you guys will be getting some snow if the track doesn't change. Like I said, this is a good 6 days out, or 5 days out. As it goes, like I said, north you start off with snow and work your as you work in around 6 a.m. You guys are talking about changing over to sleet, and then around 12 you talk about rain, and then finishing off around 6 with parts of snow. So this is probably gonna be mainly a more of a rain and snow maker, rain sleet, more of a rainmaker for the north. But some snow too. You guys will see the snow. It might stick depending how fast the storm moves. If it starts to move slowly at first and snows really hard, sticks, you get a good probably 12, 13 inches, or even 5, 6 inches, and you get that rain. Then you guys won't have to worry about that too much melting. So, and then as soon as the 20th, it kind of quiets down with the big snowstorms. You will have some big snowstorms coming up, and it's quiet. Like that one, that's typical. Something you'll see in this one. This one will grow big this 28th, but you realize as soon as the first comes, it stops at second. But we could potentially see a big snowstorm right here. So I don't know why it's between the 20th and the 29th is 20th between the 28th. You will see nothing but warm, because it will be warm compared to negative 15. It will be at 32 degrees. I know that doesn't sound too much warmer, but if you're in negative 15, you're at 32 degrees. So let's move on to the snow totals. And then we'll move on to temperatures, and that's all I'll be covering today. Alright, so this is the 15th. You're talking about a good 7.5 inches parts of Louisiana, Texas 2 inches, 4 inches, 8 inches on the border towards Louisiana, and here you realize some of this. You get some snow. You got some snow left over from storms. I said this one will not be as a big snow maker, and like I said, this one is the one that's going to be on the 18th or 17th happening. So you're talking about parts of Louisiana. It is moved further up, so bottom part of Louisiana, you guys won't be getting that much snow. But you're talking about a good 9 inches instead of 4 inches. And you're talking about parts of 9 on the border, 4 inches, 2 inches in Oklahoma. And as it goes on to the north, we're talking about 11 inches or 9 inches parts of the north. So this could potentially, and then you realize as soon as the 20th hits, there's going to be snow. It's going to snow, but you realize there's nothing really above 10 inches in the United States. See, all of it's 0, 4, 5, 6, and once in a while you see a 9. And then here's that big snowstorm right here that we're talking about that could potentially be something. We're talking about 15 inches around in the 15 around the border of Virginia and Maryland. So yeah, right there, you tell about the 15, 19 inches, 15 right here. So 11, yeah. And as it goes north, this one won't be as a bad storm from the north. And then you realize since this, you're getting this might be a big snowstorm right here for the second. So now let's look at the temperatures. And you guys will see what I mean when it starts to warm up after the 20th. Alright, so this is 11th. Let's go to 13th. 18th. Alright, so this is right now. So you're looking, you're like, this is pretty cold for parts. You talk about Texas 3, -6. Parts of Oklahoma 5 to 6 degrees, and you're talking about parts of Minnesota, Wisconsin -4, -5, -10, -18, -13 for Wisconsin and Minnesota. You even talk about -18 parts for parts of here. So, you talk about 31, and it does dip down a little bit into Texas. Texas is gonna see, and then you're talking about around soon as the 20th hits, or as soon as the 20th hits, or you realize this cold air is beginning to rise. It will come back down probably a little bit, but you realize there's not that much white as compared to right now. Yeah, see right there, it goes back. And you're talking about somewhere you're talking about parts. And look, alright, so the last white would be on the 21st. Look, there's no white. You're talking about 20 degrees and parts of Wisconsin 19 degrees. I know that doesn't sound like that much, but when you're talking about -15, you'd rather be 19 degrees than -15, because -15 is, I don't even know what -15 feels, because I live in this area right here. So the closest it ever gets probably is like 20 degrees here. There's never been a negative in my life as long as I've been here. So, and then you realize, nothing from that white air never really comes back besides little spots that pop out. And you're talking about most of the United States stays above at least. There's no negatives in the United States you can see. The closest one I could see on the 23rd is the 3 degrees. But you never see. And you're talking about parts of the 52 degrees. You're talking about parts of Texas 60, 62, 57. So it's gonna be pretty warm. And then you got a part, and then we begin to see our negatives come back down. But it's small. It's not like that big thing. That's sort of like small pop-up cold airs. So, and then you realize the Arctic is beginning to come back down. The Arctic cold air begins to come back down. Slowly work its way down. And right there at the border, we could potentially see this Arctic air coming back down. But look at this. You're talking about 36 degrees in Wisconsin. Parts of Wisconsin, Green Bay, all that. You're talking about 36 right there. So even Minnesota, like, that was pretty warm. Now right here, -10 degrees and all that, that's cold. And you're talking about 49, 50, 62, 47, So the cold air, the Arctic air will probably be going back up. And then around probably for another 5 days on the 1st, it'll probably be sticking right back down. So each cold front that keeps coming in, the weaker the cold front's going to be. And then it's going to start warming up. And before you know it, it's going to be spring. And then it's going to be 70 degrees in parts of North Carolina, Virginia, Texas, Louisiana, like parts like that. So before you know it, we're almost out of this cold air. Right now we're just having an outbreak of cold air and a bunch of snow and rain. So enjoy it right now, because this is probably gonna have 2 more major snowstorms, if anything, maybe 3 more. So I'm gonna end the video right here, guys. So thank you for watching. Leave a comment down below what you guys want to see, and any websites that you guys would like me to use, or what type of websites you use. So just leave a comment down below. And guys, don't forget to subscribe and like and comment and share this video, and turn on post notifications so you guys get received every time I post. So until next time, bye.